There was a new exotic quest available today, and it allows you to get the Vexcalibur Glaive. Today, I want to talk about it in PvE as well as PvP. Let's get started. This is a craftable glaive, but it doesn't change the effects that much. Now, you can get some minor bonuses to help you out, but for the most part, think of it this way. It's a shotgun glaive that gives you an overshield and refreshes it on melee kills. You also do bonus melee damage when you are overshielded, so let's look at it in action. You're going to notice the glaive gives me a tiny little shield, and then upon melee killing this Hydra, I end up getting a full overshield. Any overshield you get can be refreshed and improved using this glaive. If you're in a rift and have a tiny sliver of overshield, a melee kill in your rift will give you more energy. If you use a Titan barricade, a bubble, whatever it is, this will proc and it will refresh that overshield indefinitely as long as you keep getting kills. The timer on it is relatively good, and if you don't have an overshield, you can generate your own using this exotic. The melee damage seems like every other glaive, if I'm being 100% honest, but I would need to go jump into a raid and really test it because something like that Winter's Bite, the new exotic that got disabled, it was doing insane damage. So maybe this can do a similar amount. It is a special glaive, so it doesn't have the same advantage as the Winter's Bite, but I think that this thing will perform almost identical to most special glaives, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe it's 10% or 15% better, but almost no one is running up to a boss in a raid and using a special glaive in the current state of Destiny 2, from what I can tell. I think that the overshield, paired with something like Devour, makes you almost immortal in any easy PvE content, but you will absolutely get shredded in things like Nightfalls or anything where you're below power level. The overshield is good, but it's not that beefy if I'm being honest, unless you start pairing it with other damage mitigation sources such as Woven Mail, which can reduce the damage incoming by like 50% in PvE. I would say that with strand classes and things like Woven Mail, this could be an option, but I honestly do believe things like the Void Titan or the Void Warlock, anytime you're using Devour or proccing your own overshields, I think it will shine even more. The seasonal artifact can also benefit you because you can get volatile rounds on this bad boy because it is considered a void weapon. It is a void glaive, and so that can be pretty nice as well, but let's just be honest, the shotgun blast doesn't feel that amazing. I think it is definitely geared towards being a melee type weapon where you're getting overshields and Devour and you're just kind of slamming and jamming. It almost feels like you're playing Warframe where you're just running in and you can melee stuff and it's an actual viable build, but it doesn't seem to be the most OP thing ever. The shotgun blast is enough to deal with some red bar enemies, a hobgoblin here and there, but it definitely feels on the weak side overall, especially because it's using all my special ammo. Now, there are some craftable perks which will definitely improve the performance of this bad boy. It can reload your magazine as you get melee kills and things like that, but it's going to take some time and do some puzzling if you want to get it done. There are some secrets in this mission that we are yet to find all of them. It might even be a little bit time-gated, we don't know, but you'll also need to level up this weapon if you want to max it out. So there's that. Overall, fun to use, but let's have a little chat about this thing in PvP, because with the overshields and this shotgun blast, it might be broken, right? Right, guys? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Alright, gamers, I'm going to try this thing out in PvP, because if I can generate an overshield, and if it does decent damage with this spread, it's almost like a little shotgun, so can I run around with a bit of an overshield? Maybe I can land the melee and like I got 10 seconds to find someone else. This could be interesting. Okay. Whoa! That did a pretty good amount of damage. Okay, I've got my overshield now. Ah! I don't know. I don't know about this. It's a little weird. It feels kind of like a shotgun. It kind of feels like a shotgun with no damage. Please. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, that gives you the shield, and then the melee. All right, now we're in business, baby. Oh no! Oh my god, it's amazing! Everyone should use this thing. It's so good.
Almost won.
Insane. Insane in the membrane. Look at this overshield. This is I feel like they just shred it so fast. How much HP is it tanking? Like maybe like 2 bullets? It does not seem like a very big overshield at all. And I had that thing maxed out. Right? Like they're shooting it and it's going away almost instantaneous.
Just as Zavala is second
Bro,
to me.
it's trash. See you later. See you later. All right, so I'm gonna recraft this thing and see if boosting up the shield duration even matters. I don't really know, but maybe this takes it to the next level. I don't have a lot of hope. The other thing too is there's some other bonuses here. Blocking damage reloads the weapon. Melee final blows reload the weapon. You can't get these things yet. You have to do the mission on like legendary, and there's some hidden buttons and stuff. I don't have it fully maxed out just yet, but I think we'll get an idea for how good this thing is pretty easily. Get him. All right, we got a kill, baby. That's how you know. Okay. I think you need... Do you need to do damage to block? I don't really know. Like, I understand I'm just kind of running in like an idiot. Like, I'm blocking right now, but it's not doing anything. Is there like a limit to when I'm allowed to block? I don't know. Okay, if I shoot this guy... Okay, now I can block. Okay. Oh, so it's the charge underneath there. I see. Okay, well now I've got a little bit more charge. I'm gonna run up to someone I'm gonna block and I'm gonna see what happens. I almost died to an AFK player. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. Okay, let me see this. You know, when is that gonna help me? Maybe if I was huddled up with the team, because apparently when I block, it gives my team shields. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just handicapping and handcuffing myself with this. I just don't know if there's any value whatsoever. Okay. Okay. All right. Hitting our shots. Oh my god. It's terrible! I don't feel like I'm missing that bad, am I? You have to like lead your shots? Is that what it is? I just think it sucks. Like, I think that's all there is to it. Not very agile. I thought maybe I could lunge in with the melee after. Here's the other thing too, is like, if I'm going to shoot and then go to melee, huge delay. If I go to shoot this and then melee, it's instant. And so if you are pushing in and you are fighting, this is just gonna handicap you. I could not get that melee off. I would rather use any gun in the game, hit him with a hip fire, hit him with a headshot, and go for the melee than the glaive. All day. It's trash. There's no fixing it. The shield is not going to fix it. I'm sorry. Obviously, this is what I'm talking about in PvP. In PvE, pretty fun. You get a shield, you start meleeing stuff, deal additional damage while protected with the shield. There's full-on melee builds you could do with the Synthesept, with Winter's Guile. It's cool. Fires this spread, and the spread in PvE, not too bad. But this thing, blocking damage with your shield, bestows you with a void overshield to yourself and nearby allies. It can actually be quite a bit of fun in PvE group activity. So I'm not going to throw this out and say it's a piece of trash. I just don't think it's going to be amazing. I don't think it's going to be meta. I think it's something fun to use. And even with the new improvements with the crafting, this stuff I don't think is really going to change much. Unless there's some other secret we don't know about. For right now, the Vexcalibur is not as good as Excalibur. Okay, let's just be honest. It's fun, but it's limited in its usage. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.